Okay guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna learn how to do the L-sit lean. Now this is a very simple move. As you can see, I just have my hands on the floor right now. So how do I do it? Well, a normal L-sit, basically you keep your legs closed. You place them actually a little bit in front of your butt, so not next to your butt, but a little bit in front. And you push the shoulders down and keep your arms straight. Then you will simply lift everything, see that? And now the trick is to tense your legs and start lifting like that. So when I do it from the front, see that? I'm actually lifting everything up. Now this is a movement that you need both flexibility in the legs and a little bit strength in the arms, with mostly ab muscles for, right? The same basically can be done with wide legs and doing the same, basically lifting like that. You can also do it with wide legs and do it on the front like this. So you can simply hold this, right? And there's a lot of flexibility, but we're going to use actually a little hack that you can actually stay in that position like I just showed you. And it's really not that hard. Of course you need some ab muscles and you need some flexibility, but all in all it's a very easy trick. And you can actually use this trick to do cool stuff with it. For instance, when I go here, I can lean on one hand like that, right? And jump over and all that crap, but it's possible because of this little lean technique, which I will show you right now. So, how do we do it? Well, the first thing we're going to do is learn that the hand position, well, it depends. If you want to move and walk around in that position, use flat hands. But I suggest actually using the footwork position where you lift everything and put your thumb on the floor. Now, I have students who have trouble with this, but basically you have to master this position for footwork. So, you can simply start stretching or trying to do it many times, but slowly to get used to that position. Because what will happen, as you see my wrist right here, high, low, high, low. See that? So basically what that means is that when I put my hands like this, I can lift way higher. See that? Than when I put my hands flat. So that makes it easier, but I will go into it, how you can actually use your hands flat after you get it down basically. But what we're next going to do, instead of lifting basically our body up without the hands touching, what I'm going to do is go to this little footwork position, lean back till my hip and my butt sort of touch my arms. Now from here, I'm not going to lean too far back like this, but I'm going to simply tilt the hips, the legs up. But because I'm attached to my arms, I have no trouble saying there. I can basically say that it's all abs. So it's not really like this one. It's also a lot of flexibility and stuff. In this case, it's not like that. It's just lifting yourself up. But it looks cooler if you keep your legs wide. It's also a little bit easier because your leg actually can touch your arms instead of just the hip, right? But in that case, I can just go into this position, play around with the legs like that, right? So basically, this gives me a lot of freedom to do weird position. Now when you understand the concept, you can really use this, especially in footwork, right? As you go into footwork, you can hang on this and do weird moves with your legs, which people don't see coming because they expect you to put your legs on the floor. You can actually, in short bursts, use this, and don't tell them you're actually leaning on your arms, right? Just use it like that. Of course, it's even better if you can do it without the leaning, simply using your abs, but it's really not necessary, especially for beginners. It's quite a cool trick. Then, what we also can do is simply, well, I call it the butt walk, but it's really very simple. You're gonna sit on your hands like this, so my hands are flat on the floor in this case, but still my arms are very close towards my hip, right? They're not out like this. But you're sitting on both hands, you lean, and you lean, and you lean, and you lean. And then you can try to make circles like this, right? Pushing yourself on top of the other hand. So, that's kind of lame, right? Just sitting on your hands. But by understanding this concept, you simply lean higher on the arm. You can actually lean on the arm, see that? So, basically, this allows you to do it on one arm, which makes a lot of moves possible. You can actually use this to do all kinds of weird transition, of course, from one move to the other move by leaning over that arm. So you get weird windmills and flares basically, and you can really use this. So it's a very cool trick, but get the basics down, I guess. Try to do that little butt walk, then try to do it with the footwork position like this, but leaning towards your arms. And then you can simply, you know, play with the legs basically. And you sort of also want to be able to hold that L sit a little bit, so you can go from basically leaning on it and not leaning on it and do all this weird shit, right? But that's actually all there is to it, guys. Learn that little lean. Take it slow, of course. Don't jump into it. Do it slowly first. After you get it down, you can basically start playing around with, you know, okay, I'm going right here with my elbow and pushing on one hip like that and all that crap. But basically, I'm not really doing it without touching, because that's very, very hard. Of course, if you can do that, that would be even better. And I really encourage you to work out like that, doing L-sit, doing straddle press. All that stuff is very, very good for you, but it's not really necessary. You can do this sort of next level shit, and it's all about that creativity, right? How do you use this? How do you use that you can lean on your arms and simply have your legs free, right? If you can make something creative or dope or in the flow with it, that's awesome. Go at it, guys, and I'll see you next time.